everybody, this is Frogman, and welcome back to Serious Engineering. We're sitting in the beginning side of the base over here just to kind of look at a couple of things. I haven't done much building as far as the base is concerned because I kind of still need to collect a bit more black dye so that I can make these guys work. And again, I'm still not 100% set on it, but I have done a little bit of work as far as other things are concerned. I want to speak a little bit about these very quickly. These are not here right now. These are technically nether rack. So let me break one and put it down. Actually, it's still working, but if I were to try to pull this out or craft one of these, they're not craftable at this point, so they're there. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to be using them much longer. And for what it is worth, if they are existing in the world, they do pollute. They don't pollute a lot, but they do pollute a little bit. So, yeah, you can go back wherever that was. I'm not really needing you right now. So, in between episodes, again, we had that little thing going on yesterday or last time where we had a whole bunch of mob drops problems and all things like that. So I did go ahead and sort out the other issue that is I went ahead and crafted an item router right here, and I'm forcing all of the junk that I don't want into a trash can. So trash can's pretty cheap for pretty cheap. They were kind of a pain. So trash can at this point is just one of these. So it's a little bit more iron and another chest and a few things like that, but that makes a trash can so that I don't have to worry about keeping any of the random crap and junk that I don't need anymore. And again, just nonstop fun stuff from this thing. So plenty of money. I need to start spending some of that money, but we are still getting lots of this stuff and we're still getting plenty of these. So that's pretty cool. That took care of that problem. I have, for the most part, sorted out all of the stuff out of the shelving unit. So the only thing left in here is just some little random bits and bobs and junk, just stuff that I don't have a spot for at this point in time. So we're just going to probably leave this one sit still for right now just so that we have a kind of another thing. I am going to be moving it into the base, but so we can go take a look at what we did do is that I did finally kind of start my storage area process. So I went ahead and made a bunch of the radiant chests and I stuck them down here just in the kind of the direction that I want. I'm going to go with a little bit of a different style of a storeroom this time around just because of the fact that these actually are really good for storage. We will have many opportunities for other things later, but I don't normally build things like this, so I'm going to give it a try. So luckily enough, the gem cutter's table fits in the floor nicely, and so does the engineer's workbench, both of which we're probably going to be using a little bit. And I do have a central little crafting location thing here. I normally do not place things in the floor, but because of the fact that this is going to be a little tight for a little while, we're going to leave it alone until we can do something else. So what I do want to do today is because of the fact that these are all just kind of this, they're not anything special. I just kind of have things somewhat organized in a reasonable idea as far as fashionable things. I mean, we got our stone and whatnot over here, mob drops, a few things like that, randoms, gems and things and stuffs, and the food barrels are like mostly that, plus a few little bitty other things like so, just random stuff, just kind of trying to keep a few things up. This I have my ingot storage in for right now, and of course this is going to be my toolbox, and I managed to pick that thatch up. I love it. Don't care, you can go in there. What I want to do today is I want to play with Arcane Archives. I want to kind of figure out this process because I want to be able to see all of the inventories, or at least see where things are. I want to see a list of everything that exists, and I want to be able to remote access, or at least be able to remote see what's going on in my storehouse over there as well. So this mod should be able to do most of what we want to do as far as that's concerned. It has many different little things that we can do as far as moving fluids, as far as moving materials around. I don't even know if I can craft this right now, but we're going to play around and see. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make a manifest. And a manifest is going to allow me to be able to see and search around various parts, pieces of things that are going on with the mod. So, manifest, which is going to require some radiant dust, a piece of paper, and some black dye. So radiant dust we craft in a gem cutter's table. So let's go grab some of this stuff right here. We'll grab about, I don't know, let's just grab 8 or so. That should work. I'm having a little bit of a problem with these chests because of the fact that the stack sizes are the way that they are. As you saw right there, if I grab that out and I put it back in, it will stack correctly. But if I grab some and then put it back, sometimes it goes back where it goes and sometimes it doesn't. So like if I move these like this and then I hit the sort button, it sorts them into their own separate 32 stack, whereas it's not supposed to probably do that, but that's okay. It was a royal pain with the plants and the things and stuff over here when I was trying to sort some of this out. Like that peanut butter should be stacked that high, and that should be stacked that high, and it's just wasting a slot because of the fact that these stack sizes have been kind of messed with, so that's okay. All right, we need to craft a little bit of this stuff, so I think I can just put this in here and do this. Cool, so we'll grab a little bit of that and we'll leave that radiant dust in there. So it says right there what we need in order to be able to make it. So we need some ink dust, or ink, paper, and some radiant dust. So I should have some paper. So let's grab a paper. I think it's just one, right? Just one piece of paper and one ink sac. I think, yeah, whatever. And we put these in here, and it is highlighted stating that I can craft one. So now I can pull that out, and now I should be able to see everything that is in the system to be included, at least what's around me right here. And I apparently have some whatever that stuff is. Anyhow, that is going to allow me to be able to search everything that is within reach as far as all of these radiant chests, because they all connect to it. They all are capable of being seen, and I need to go ahead and grab these while we're at it. So we can actually be able to see everything that's in here. And if I want to say I want to find, I don't know, let's see, what do we got to find? TNT. That should tell me right where it's at, I think. Hang on a minute. Tracking. Well, let's just do redstone. Redstone is going to draw a line, and it's going to point to me where it is in apparently 2 locations. Oh, we have the TNT located, and we have the redstone located. So it's at least going to direct me in the direction that I need to go to be able to see something. So maybe even for that matter, something like the slate stone roof tab thingies. If I look around, there's the line. It's in that chest. There it is. So it should be okay as far as that's concerned. And I can always end the tracking that goes with that. Now, I think I can check numbers and things and stuff. Yes, sort by number, sort by name. Does it go up and down? I think we'll probably do by numbers in that direction. And then we also have all of the other little things that we can play around with in here that I'm not going to be fooling with because I don't really need it. Oh, does that sort it even? That's very cool. Okay, so that's pretty cool, but the problem is I don't want to necessarily have to be carrying it with me all of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and put that away so I know where it's at. I want to see if we can actually make the lectern. So the lectern is going to be some sticks, another manifest, and a piece of wood. So again, if you're not quite sure, you go stick. Do we have any? Yes, we do. It's in that chest. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. And while we're here, I'm going to grab a piece of wood since that's where that's at. And I'm going to see if it will let me craft that. Cool. Now, that should allow me to have a general sorting location for everything in the area. And I think I can't walk over it. So that's going to be a royal pain. That's cool. Is that 2 blocks tall? What is it? Do we have a slab? Give me a slab. Slab, slab, slab. You are 2 blocks tall? We may have to play with that a little bit because that's kind of annoying. Where did those go? They're in my inventory. Never mind. Alrighty then. So that will work for right now as far as being able to sort and store various items so that we can see what's going on. The next thing I want to do is I want to play with these monitoring crystals. And these monitoring crystals are going to be how we're going to be able to see what's going on over there. So I would like a couple of more of these so that I can craft a couple of these shaped radiant crystals, radiant quartz, and I would like, I don't know, a good handful of these things. So let's see, where is our ingots? We do have a little bit of this and a little bit more sticks. I don't need that many sticks. Go away, sticks. And we need to go ahead and toss some of this stuff in here. And you don't have to toss it in there. It'll pull it out of your inventory. But I would like to make, I don't know, about 5 or 6 of those for right now. And, of course, that's that. Yes. So you can see this now. Where is it? Or do you just craft them? Where are you? There it is. Okay. Hopefully we have enough sticks, and you want some gold. So let's make a few of those right now. All right. And since it is a little dark, we'll go ahead and take a really quick nap and then run over to the colony. Okay, got that sorted. Let's go over here and see it. Actually, while I'm at it, I want to make another one of these really quickly. So let me grab one more piece of paper and one more ink sac. And I should have plenty of that dust in there, so we can go over there and give me another one of these just so I can have it on my person for the moment so we can test this process. Now, what these monitoring crystals do, I guess if we'd look, we can see. Back out all the way to the beginning. Monitoring crystals will allow us to be able to track other inventories that are not part of the system. So like every single one of these radiant chests, for that example, are connected to the system automatically, I should say. So I think, I'm not 100% certain, I can put one on this thing. And if we look in here, so I've got an iron pickaxe. If I grab this and go iron pickaxe, I'm going to see that iron. So that's good. That means also that if I do the clicky thingy, it's going to point me right there to where that is at all times. So that's pretty cool. So let's end tracking on that. That means also like these chests like this, we can do this kind of stuff. I'm going to have to dump these and sort them out. This chest is already connected. Everything's sorted out at this point, so I don't have to worry about it. Man, the crows quit. Good Lord. What I would like to do is I would like to be able to come over here and see how these guys are working. And supposedly all I have to do is do this with it. So we should have like a boatload of marble and a boatload of like stone things like that. So if I look now, I can see all of the axes. I can see this kind of stuff. I can see everything that should be in this building right now because all of these inventories are connected to the warehouse inventory. Now, hopefully putting it right there doesn't break him. I don't know which side he actually accesses the system from, but we will hopefully find out. That means also that like any of these other inventories, for that matter, the farmer right here who has nothing because it's not time to be growing wheat and I need to actually redo them, I should be able to see that work as well. The woodcutter who is over here hopefully cutting wood down still, I can put another one of those on this inventory, hopefully. Where is she? Hey, why don't you get back to work? What are you doing? Okay, you're getting a little bit short on tools, but that's okay. So that's really, 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 really cool. That's nice. That's handy. The only real problem that I have with this mod is the fact that if I do this, for that matter, you can see the grayed out things. I can say, draw a line to it, and it's going to take me all the way over there. So somewhere in between both of these areas, I'm going to be able to see and access both of them. So I don't know. It's just more or less for me to be able to see what I have around and what's going on. So that's pretty stinking cool. All right, so what else can we build with this thing? Well, there's a couple of other things that I don't know exactly how much we have access to because I know that some of this stuff is locked. A brazier of hoarding is a thing that is going to basically, it's like a vacuum hopper or a thing like that to where you throw whatever you want to in it and it will automatically place stuff from it into your inventories. I don't know if we can make this or not. So where did you go? Like if I could spell this guy right here. I have a feeling, no, we can make one of those. That's cool. So coal, wood, gold, and radiant dust. I know that there's a few things that I can't make right now because of the fact that it's being locked by other mods. So that's okay. Let's see. So that we need 4 radiant dust, some coal, some gold, and some wood. So I know where the wood is. We'll just grab a little bit of that. We'll get rid of this junk that we don't need. And I need some coal and gold and more dust. So gold, 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 gold. I'll just grab a few. And we're going to make about one of these. There it is. Wonderful. Give me one of those, please. Yes, 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 yes. This is good. So, like, theoretically, I can put this guy down. And I don't remember if I have to link it or not. Let's read the book. You can set the maximum radius. We'll search for radiant storage. Another blah 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 blah. If you right-click shulker box, that's cool. Will be deposited. Brazier supporting was used in fusion stabilizers. Wow, that's cheap. Okay. Anyhow, if I go ahead and grab, say, a stack of marble, we'll put 2 stacks back. I should be able to just toss those in there, and it should go back in here. Did you see that? 46 marble. We'll do that again. And it's doing that because it already has some of that in this inventory. And I believe we can actually set that using specific things and stuff like that. What's really handy about that is, like, if I really wanted to, that I'm pretty sure over here actually that I say, like, if I really wanted to, the drops that are coming out of this thing right here, I can use a belt or a conveyor belt now to come out of this right here, that item router, and it will push right into this guy right here. And if I set up a chest over there that will just take care of all of these books and all of this money and all of these other things, even to that point where I think we could probably set up a voiding system for all of the other stuff. Ow, thank you. There was 40 levels. My tanks are all nice and full now. I can immediately bring stuff from this area over to a fairly close location to the base, which is pretty cool. We will be using these in the near future to do other things as far as automating stuff. So for right now, I'm going to put it right there. So is there anything else we can build right now? What is a radiant lantern? Just a thing? Okay, I don't need any more stuff. Radiant tanks, I do not believe we're capable of playing with right now, because I think they're the ones that are gated behind things. So we've got the amphora we can deal with. And where is it? Do we even have a radiant tank? There it is. No, I can make those too. So containment fields, scintillators, yeah, we could make all of these things too as well. These are awesome because of the fact that they are linkable. So we can use them to, just move stuff from one point to another. So it's really, really handy, really stuff. We don't need it right now because of the fact that I may end up needing to do a few other things. It's going to be one of those, we're going to play with that for sure, because we're going to need to be able to move fluids. We're going to need to be able to do various things, and those things are very, very handy. Plus, like I said, you can link to them with an amphora, wherever it is, book, back, where is it? Items. This guy right here. I can use an amphora as basically a bucket that has a linkable connection to a tank, and I can carry around the amphora with me to move water, move lava, or move whatever fluids it's around. So they're very, very handy. There's a lot of interconnecting magical things that comes to this mod, and it's really kind of neat as far as what you can actually do with it. I would love to have some kind of magical auto crafting system, and I think they're working on that if it's not already implemented yet. So what else do we have that we need to do? Radiant Troves, we can't touch it, and I would really love to have this right now. Radiant Troves, I believe, are going to require Thumbcraft. Arcana, I don't think there's anything there. Concepts, core compatibility, we don't need to worry about those. A few other little cool things like that. Neat stuff. All right, awesome. Scepter of Manipulation is used to modify properties. Following blocks of interaction. Scepter of Manipulation. We will be playing with those eventually. Right now, I just wanted to be able to come up with a better way to be able to sort and see all of my stuff. So at least now I know where everything is, and if I need to find it quickly, I can find it quickly. So all right, so with that, we've got a little bit of time. There's a couple other things I did want to do today. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to stop cheating and using these things over here. We're going to build some automated furnacing, at least for this part. So the first part I want to do with the automated furnacing is I want to make a small electrical furnace. So small electrical furnace is going to take some iron plates, a connector, some conveyor belts, and a furnace. So let's go ahead and grab some iron. So we do have the capability of using power at this point to process things. Plate mold's in it, good deal. So we're going to start working with that process because I have the capability of making electricity or making RF or making all those things. So a small electric furnace is going to use a decent amount of power to be able to do what we want to do. But since we're pretty much going to be able to not create pollution smelting things anymore, I kind of think it's not a stupid idea to look at. So it did say I can use one of these, and it did say all I needed was a furnace. And I think I should have a couple of conveyor belts. Can I make a small electric furnace? Yes. Excellent. And I have a hopper somewhere. Yes, I want a hopper. And do we have... I wonder actually... We can make use of that thing right there. Let's go take a nap real quick. And let's grab a little bit of supporting blocks. Chiseled stone, weathered stone, cobblestone. Cobblestone looks good to me for right now. What did I do with that other chest? That chest right there. I wonder. I'm gonna try something. Come here, you. Do we have any conveyors? We do have some conveyors. Let's go do... I need some wire. We need the wire. We need some wire. We need some of those. What else did I grab that I didn't want? I don't need that. Yeah, okay. I want to go try something because technically I can already almost automate the smelting of various things. So if I go grab that many stacks of that, and we come over here and just as for giggles, pickaxe, I need to break you. Thank you. I need to go ahead and make the other tool that goes with that. Did I get the coil back? Where did it go? I think it went... No. Okay. All right, so if I hang a insulator right there and then wire this back up, connector there, and then if I just do something like this, we'll do it left to right, right to left, right to left, left to right, whatever. This guy is a small pass-through electric furnace, which is neat because I did a little bit of reading on it. I don't want you facing that way. I want you to face the other way. Okay, cool. You can set this up on a conveyor line here. And if the item can be smelted, the furnace will smelt the item. If the item cannot be smelted, the furnace will allow it to pass through the system. The furnace also has 4 speed settings, so it can be sped up, slowed down, shut off, all kinds of things. But it's actually pretty handy as far as other stuff. One thing that it does do is that if you upgrade it with a hopper in its upgrade slot, it will automatically pull anything out of an inventory on its input side. And then it will automatically output anything out. And if I'm right, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Now, he's pretty slow right now because he's on his lowest speed. But if I turn it all the way over there, it's going to use a lot of power. This should be going in over here into the nearest thing that possibly has stone in it, which should be this. And there it is. 6, 7... Very neat. So I can definitely do a few things playing around with that kind of a system of automating various stuff. And as far as I know, it doesn't pollute, or at least I tested it in a test world and it doesn't pollute. Now, I do know for a fact that on that speed setting, it's going to use more power than this can produce right now, I believe. Maybe. Can we make a current thingy? Current transformer. Yeah, I probably could. This is how you can tell. This is how you measure. You can hook that thing in line in a circuit of wire and be able to tell how much something uses as far as power. But apparently it works. Now this is a better idea than, say, an external heater. These external heaters will do the exact same thing, except they will basically take a vanilla furnace and make it run on RF and also speed it up slightly. I'm going to turn you back over here because I don't need that much cobblestone. The problem is I can internally automate this furnace with a hopper, and it will handle the rest of the problem. So that's pretty neat. I like that. That's really, really cool. The things you get to play with. Now, the other thing is because of that, and I don't know if it's a thing that's actually settable, and I will have to play with it in between episodes, but if I use a radiant chest here, and then whatever I want to smelt in the system gets dumped into a brazier that's linked to that chest and that chest only, that means anything that I happen to run through a crusher or things like that, if it's not directly close to this thing, will then be put into that chest and then delivered into the system and automatically smelted, so I don't have to worry about where I put things. So that's pretty cool. Huh. All right. Well, I guess. What else can we do? We were over here watching these guys. That went a little bit quicker than I expected. Let's go see how our builder is doing. He's been over here trying to upgrade this house for a little while, and he seems to be getting kind of close. What do you want now? You want a pickaxe? There should be pickaxes. Where is my backpack? Backpack. What is he needing? Is he needing anything? He's got all the cobblestone he should need. He might want a furnace. Oh, we're at that point I have to craft. Really? An orange bed? Oh, ouch. Ouch. That's not cool. I'm going to have to go find an orange dye flower thingy. I don't even know if I have any of that. So I'm going to kind of like say in between episodes, we're going to be upgrading the other 3 houses that are in here so that we can get some of our workers up and going so that they can, we can get the max capacity of the amount of people that we have as far as houses is concerned, at least to a level 2. So that would be 8 total colonists instead of the 5 we have right now. So that will be handy. That means we'll have something we can actually do. And I think possibly in an episode or 2 shortly, we're going to start looking at going down in this roguelike dungeon, what's left of it, and find out what type of spawners we do have so we can start doing something similar to that system over there so that I can start mining and farming all of the wonderful goodness that could possibly come out of there. Because I know there's a creeper spawner. I know there's multiple. I still haven't touched most of the skeleton spawners, and I know there's an enderman spawner down there, and I know there's a few other things. So we may start looking at that next episode or the episode after that, but I need to get after just getting a whole bunch of black dye. I don't even suppose there's an easy way of getting black dye. Benny's extra bees. I could probably grow that stuff. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get after this. I need to get this done, and then I need to kind of finish the rest of this roof and pick a few things up and make things work. Oh yeah, and another thing in between episodes, since I was screwing around trying to build stuff, I made one of the red hooks, which got me the so-called creative flight, which is pretty stinking fast and pretty handy. The only problem that I have with it right now is it's a kind of a pain to get it to let go. So I may be going back. Are we done? Okay, good. But it definitely does get you where you need to go, and supposedly there's creative flight in between the hooks. So I've messed with it. I probably should not have made it, but it is what it is, so we're going to use it. So yeah, I think for right now, guys, I'm going to call that. We're over here making cobblestone into stone, and we got some of the Arcane Archives stuff going. We will be using this as we go on through the playthrough. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.